Guys, welcome back. Now it is Thursday night and I have pretty much been obsessed with trying to find out if this Chanel bag is authentic or not. And I appreciate all of your advice. Again, if you've never been to my channel, my name is Jennifer and I love collecting designer luxury handbags, and I do upload about 1 to 2 videos a week about them. And the story behind this is that I feel that a single jumbo, this is the jumbo in caviar leather with silver hardwood, but it's a single flap. And I was in search for a single flap because I've had 2 jumbos in the double flap and they're just too heavy for my shoulders to use. So I've sold both of them in the past, try to make them work. So I told you in my last video that I posted yesterday that I bought this pre-love from eBay. And I'm always very careful on eBay, have never gotten a fake before because I felt that I knew what I was doing just because I'd owned so many Chanel. But my problem was I've only bought newer versions, nothing really that's more than 10 years old. Well, this bag is 10 years old and I went and researched everything I could on YouTube to see, and I also sent pictures of her sticker, her authenticity card, the front hardware, the front of the bag, and I sent it into realauthentication.com to get their professional opinion on whether this is a real or a fake Chanel. Because as you saw in my video, you saw firsthand how I realized that this might be a fake, because when I turned this lock, it made that springy sound. In my past, when I've researched, for some reason I can't find the video, but someone had told me, and it was one of those professional sites where they sell vintage luxury, and I remember her saying these do not make a sound. And so when you do hear that metallic sound, then it's a fake. So I freaked out right in front of you and I thought that I got duped. My conclusion is that this is authentic, and I actually contacted both the seller on eBay, which was super nice. She felt terrible. She felt sick to her stomach. She contacted the original boutique where she buys her pre-love bags from, which is in California. They actually responded to me as well. They were out of the office until Monday for some reason, and they actually emailed me like at 11 o'clock last night, back and forth, back and forth. They said this is absolutely without a doubt authentic. They had the original item number because my seller had just bought her on February the 11th of this year. So I was feeling better and better, and through my own research I learned these things, and I wanted to share them with you so that when you buy older Chanel bags you don't have to worry like I did yesterday. First of all, what threw me off a little bit, and I was looking back at the video of my reaction, and I always tend to trust my gut feeling, and I did not like how this dust bag is. It's very thin and you can pretty much see through it. So I can see you through it. You can see it's very, very thin. Through my research in the past, I thought that the Chanel needed to be part of the bag and not kind of stuck on. And when you feel these letters, they almost feel stuck on. And so initially my first impression when we were unboxing her was, oh my gosh, this is not a good bag. But from what I've learned from a lot of you guys in your comments, which I really appreciate, some of the bags do have thinner bags, thinner like this, and they are authentic. So this might just be that this is a 10-year-old bag. The other thing that made me worry last night was the bag came with this, which I've never seen in the newer Chanel, and it had this information in it, and I didn't know if this was what older Chanel bags come with, but it had like this waxy information stuff in different languages, and then it had this like card thing. So if any of you have owned older Chanels, I'd appreciate if you've seen this before. It's about the legend of Chanel, Coco Chanel, and it comes in this thing. So the other thing that actually made me feel better last night was that this is an appropriate authenticity card just because it doesn't have the holographic appearance. It was even on all edges. The numbers were 8 digits, not too many, not too long, and again, no holographic experience, no holographic look to the gold lining. So I was really relieved when I saw this. Plus, it's not flimsy. It was about the consistency of a credit card. So that was good. The bag itself, this is all the research I did. First of all, I found out that the older bags, this bag is 10 years old, this hardware, the CC lock, can have a flatter, sharper appearance in the older bags. So this is okay because these bags made before 2010 can have this older look, and this bag was around 2009. The other good thing about this is that a lot of you had said this sound, that metallic screechy sound, is actually okay. You can have this replaced. So I was like, okay. So other people have had this happen and was able to get this replaced. I think I might just keep this just because this is the original lock that came with this beautiful bag. And I'm absolutely loving this bag so much now today. I'm so sorry. I thought you were fake. The other good thing is that the stitch count per 1 inch is more than 10 stitches. This one has 11 stitches per 1 inch square. So the stitch count is high, and that's good. The other good thing is that all these squares are continuous and they match up like they should. And even on the back, these squares match up on the where the Mona Lisa pouch is. All the squares match up, and even on the sides and into the bottoms. So I was really happy about that. Then I looked, and the leather is not a cheap leather like I've seen the super fakes be. So I thought, well, that's good too. That's a buttery leather. Then the strap there were no stitches on it, so that's good. It should be, they're triple folded, and there should be no stitching seen on the actual straps. So there should be no stitching on this, and also it should be interlaced in between each one, and they are. And on the super fake bags, they won't take the time. They'll have stitches, and they won't do them inside each metallic. The other good thing is when you look at the inside, this leather is very nice, and it doesn't lift off, it doesn't bubble, it's completely tight, and this leather feels amazing and smells really good. So my impression is that she's real, so thank you for your help, and I love her, and I'm using her, and she is better than the double flap. I can use her every day, it's not too heavy. So we did it. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you to my eBay seller and the boutique for being so great with my paranoia and helping me learn about older Chanel bags. See you next time in my next video. Bye.